Good morning, my friends. Today is Monday, April 11th, and this is the beginning of Holy Week, which we talked about a lot yesterday at church about what happened each and every day of this week, what Jesus did, the things that were done to him as we move toward Good Friday, his death, and of course, next Sunday, his resurrection. And on Thursday of this week, Jesus did something that I think just about all of us have at least heard of, and that is the Last Supper, the last meal he ever shared with his disciples. And one of the greatest descriptions of the Last Supper that I have ever read is in a book called Life of the Beloved, written by the priest, philosopher, professor, theologian, and spiritualist Henry Nouwen, one of my favorite authors. And in that book, he takes the four parts of the Lord's Supper, the Last Supper, and applies them to our lives. When Jesus took the bread, when Jesus blessed the bread, when Jesus offered the bread and wine, and when Jesus gave it to us all. And I'm going to play with that just a little bit, but my idea comes from him that I would like for us to remember that all of us have been taken, have been claimed by God. Whether we know it or not, whether we want to believe it or not, whether we can believe it or not, God has us in God's holy hands. That we are all blessed by God. Blessing simply means bestowing favor or saying something nice about someone, uh, ultimately recognizing the goodness in all people. And God sees that no matter what we do, no matter what we think we've done that might separate us. God sees us and God has already blessed us. Jesus offers the bread and wine. And we need to offer ourselves in service not only back to God, but to each other. And the easiest way to offer service to God is actually to offer ourselves to others, to do so in an unselfish manner, to do so without calculating costs and benefits, but simply see our lives as taken and blessed by God so that we want others to know that and enjoy that for themselves as well. And then finally, given, whatever we need, God gives. And of course, wanting and needing are two different things. God, there's a saying that God sees behind our want, sees beyond our wants and gives us what we need. So whether or not our lives are long or short or filled with pain or filled with joy or a little bit of everything, please know that you are taken, blessed, offered, and given new life by God.